Hello, welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. So I forgot to do it again. So yeah, my neighbor's dog is barking, so if you can hear it, sorry. It's not like I can do anything about it, because it's night and I don't want to. But yeah, Alistair.
Yes.
In fact, Alistair, I think you should attack this one.
Yes.
It's not the right one, it was this one.
Order. Yes.
Maker. You asked for it. All right.
Oh, we took that up.
The battle I see.
Who's doing it? Who's doing it? Sweet.
That's one for me. Run while you can.
It is begun. It shall be done.
That stops him from healing, right? Oh, you're unable to heal. Can you heal this way?
Help. Done.
Direct me.
That was everybody. Sweet. Oops, wrong one. So both of those buttons just stop you from moving. Okay, sweet. And that's you really done nothing. Okay, so this way we go. Getting stuck on the stairs, as per usual with Danny. With this game, I should say. It's not just Danny. New fire turns everything back to normal. Obviously we're fighting the dragon, and obviously we're going to die a couple of times. Archdemon.
Another battle.
Ooh, wow.
As you say.
I keep forgetting which one is which.
You will learn to fear me.
Oh, well, I'll just do this.
Yes.
Attack.
Very well. It shall be done.
You gonna have to take
All right.
Oh wow, we ain't even do much damage yet.
As you say. Quickly, we must fight!
Can y'all just...
Yes.
Give them the advantage!
Delightful.
I am on!
Let's make this.
I should do this.
Here!
It's Alistair. But why did we suddenly get like... Okay. Oops. I should have. That's not Alistair. That's a... That's all Eamon. Okay.
Send me.
Yeah, she's standing and it's... She's been over time, possible penalty to movement speed, attacks, and...
It's your time to die.
Where are you going?
Yes.
I don't know if I should heal him or not.
You forced our hand.
Or I should probably heal him.
We must fight. Let us do it quickly.
Or... he just dies.
Have you no concern for your own existence? Come, let us end this.
Ooh, wow, that hurt. Okay, so Danny and Alistair.
Hurry. Oh, this
Here.
should be good.
Missed.
You should run while you can.
We're doing pretty well. It don't seem like it's... Who are you? Like, seriously, who are you? First Enchanter Irving? So everyone's just going to die then? That's what you're saying, telling me.
For the fool thing.
What actual demon?
Fall.
Why am I blocked?
Very well.
Since we can't hit you from here, and probably the first enchanter is actually dead,
Back. I never liked this part.
wow, look at that.
I
Push.
shall do it.
Why did I ask you? Why?
Shall be done.
You should run while you can.
As you
Who's down there?
say.
The first enchanter is dead. What does that do? That's a
There is
vortex.
no glory in bloodshed.
And they are... I should probably have stayed with them instead of trying to, whatever.
Dead.
And that's the end of the game. Now that Danny's dead, I'm gonna have to use potions. And now that I have to use potions, I'm going to die.
Good to go.
It's probably not a smart idea to fight in the vortex. So Let's move this over here. And then fights. And wow, Liliana's about to die.
Damn it! I hate
Yeah, this isn't going well. No. I'm gonna continue fighting because I may be able to pull it out. Hopefully. So leave you open and give you a potion. And you go back to fighting. One of these. And you go. You have to actively attack this one, because if not, you're going to end up dying. What does this skill do? Precision strike, shield promote.
Okay. Right. Next. Done. That's it. Hey, watch it. It's a gotcha!
Yeah, I'm visible to Oh, and Alice is dying. And I was not paying attention to itself. Okay. Well, at least I was right when it said it's gonna take a while.
Begin the onslaught.
Something's tapping breath. Okay, Liliana versus Death.
I shall.
Also, put that on Alistair, because I will forget. Do I really want to put cleansing oil on? Yeah, I'll put cleansing oil on.
Here comes trouble.
Just gotta actively look at my mana.
You say.
And make sure everyone's sealed. And he's still in front of us.
No mercy.
Take another one.
Shall be done.
Let's take one of these.
Oh, this should be good.
Do
Another
this.
battle, I see. An order.
I will not fail.
I don't think it's probably a good idea to be this close to the dragon, but whatever. As long as I keep them full of mana, it should be fine.
I never liked this part. Let's finish this.
Now where are you going? don't need any help. I can put regen on Alistair.
Stay back!
And give him another potion to take.
Stop your drooling and save some dignity.
So our Eamon is being eaten again.
Push them back!
He ain't died this time though. Sweet. Okay, I always forget about this. Manually.
There is no glory in bloodshed.
And the person chanter should be here. Yes. As long as I keep, I guess as long as I keep cleansing all out, it should be fine.
Guide my blade.
Poor bastard!
We fight for the fools there. As you say, I am armed.
Yo, I'm sorry, I forgot who I was on. You stab cleansing oil, which is good.
Now we do battle. If we must
Try
fight,
to be
let us do it
merciful.
quickly. Make our guide my blade.
Where is he at? He's still pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna try and keep these two alive. I'm gonna try. That's my goal for this.
Okay, done with you now. Let's grab some glory. Send me.
And
Generation.
I never liked this part.
I think we should actively move now. Onto this side, because it seems like they're probably just gonna keep coming.
We fight for the circle.
I don't know if everyone's gonna come.
Right away.
Okay, so they did. Okay, so they are keeping, relatively keeping. I want to try and keep them alive, but it seems like they just keep spawning.
As you say.
Okay, so it seems like there's only 2 more left. Hopefully this way. Nope, no, there's more. Oh wow. Use one of these. Use one of these. And then do one of these. While they sit over here attacking us, I think I can actually kill these off myself.
I shall do it. Now we do battle. Very well.
Do everybody still have Master Generation on? Or do I have to actively cast that again? What do I need to get rid of? And I've been forgetting to use Life and Water. Since I don't use this one, I'll just use this. Put this here. Oh, it has a long cooldown. Oh, maybe he used it again without me knowing.
Don't skip on these men!
Make it fresh.
If we must fight, let us do it quickly!
Hit.
The person chance is dead. Isn't he? Yes, yes he is.
There is no glory in bloodshed! It's a gotcha!
I tried. I did try.
Very well.
Wait, can I just...
Watch out.
I want this.
No mercy.
First do this. Then do this.
Make every.
Then do this.
For
This.
the fools then!
And then hit
Very
you.
well.
And then take a potion.
I shall go.
Okay, you're dead already. And see if I can use, after I take one potion, revival on...
Now we get our hands.
No, no, I cannot. I cannot actively revive you. I can't. Not. No, I cannot. I can't. Oh, I accidentally. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so now I need to go back over this way. Oh, now you want to move.
Very well.
I'll come to
It is begun.
No.
As you say.
Can you heal? Danny, stop moving. And heal. Thank you. You're gonna have to take one of these.
I
I'm
am
gonna have to
on.
do one of this, and you're gonna have to take one of
It's
these.
your time to die.
You stunned me out of really.
Shall be done.
So
As you
still
say.
do it. Okay,
I never liked this part.
and he's dead. I did try. I tried. What's his health looking at? It's over half.
As you say. I shall go.
Oops. And revival's not up yet.
As you say.
Let's do this.
Yes. Don't be a fool.
Gosh, where is he? Okay, so he's over there. Obviously getting out of the vortex now. I do still have enough mana.
Yes.
Danny. and put this on you. And get rid of the guns. Guns.
You say.
Cross me and you shall pay!
Watch out! As you say.
Wipe them out!
Addison may need a little bit of
It
help.
is begun. Very well.
Tear them apart!
Take some of this.
Forever. Best be wary.
The fact is, the valve is almost up.
Send me.
Do it yet, still.
For the fool's thing.
Let us end this! Back!
Oh, he's almost dead now. And
As you say. It shall be done. There is no glory in bloodshed.
can't die now. Almost there.
Come, let us end this.
Watch this, Alice. Liliana? Liliana killed us.
Good to go!
I tried to be polite to Grant.
And then it was over. With the Archdemon dead, the Darkspawn horde quickly crumbled. Most fled back into the deep roads. They would remain a threat in the years to come, but the blight had been ended before it had truly begun. Ferelden had been saved, and the entire kingdom rose up to joyously greet its new king. The Grey Wardens stood redeemed, and a new age had begun. But at what cost?
I thought Archdemon was dead.
My friends, we are gathered to celebrate those responsible for our victory. Of those who stood against the Darkspawn siege of Denerim, there is one in particular who deserves commendation. the one who led the final charge against the Archdemon, remains with us still. An inspiration to all he saved that day. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the hero of Ferelden, the first Grey Warden to defeat the Blight since Garahel 4 centuries ago.
And the first enchanter is still alive.
My friend, it is hard to imagine how you could have aided Ferelden more. I think it only appropriate that I return the favor. Is there any boon that you might request of Ferelden's king? If it is within my power, I will grant it.
Let's see. I want to continue to serve the crown, a title, and the riches to go with it. As a single Magi be given its independence. The sacrifices of the warden should not be forgotten again. I have no need of anything further. I guess this one.
You know, that's a very good point. Let it be known then that the Circle has earned the right to watch over itself. The tower shall be restored and then turned over to the mages. Let it also be known that the Arling of Amaranthine, once the land of Arl Howe, is now granted to the Grey Wardens. There they can rebuild, following the example of those who went before them. What are your plans? Will you remain with the Grey Wardens?
I did promise Alistair I'd help him, so I think you'll need my help.
Well, I didn't want to come right out and say it, but I'm relieved you'll be nearby. There's a group of Ferelden citizens waiting outside to get a look at their hero. I suggest you make at least a brief appearance before they storm the gate. Just tell the guard at the door when you're ready.
Maybe I have to do it like this. Oh, that's updated. Hey! I'm a hero and alive.
Are you ready, my lord? The crowds outside are getting restless.
My lord. Yes, I'm ready. Let's go.
Right. I'll take you there now. Follow me.
In months that followed his coronation, Alistair proved to be a popular king. If not unwilling to involve himself in matters of governing, he traveled, often making appearances in towns throughout Ferelden to the great delight of the commoners. They referred to him as a king with a common touch, even if a few knew it was a simple aversion to the life at court. Rumors that the urn of secret ashes has been found, and that it was used to heal Archdemon of his poisoning, circulated in Ferelden in the months following the Darkspawn defeat, slowly at first and then with growing frequency as the Grand Clerk failed to deny them. Once the Chantry made several attempts to verify the rumors, however they came to an unofficial decree that no resting place for the ashes had been found. If the urn of sacred ashes was in those ruins, once it was no longer there. Following months of efforts, the Tower of the Circle of Magi was finally cleansed of the last spirits to step through the veil. No further abomination was created, and First Enchanter Irvin was pleased to declare the circle safe. All that could be saved had been. With the Slayers shut down, and the aliens, the light of the city-born elves improved. The light of the city-born elves improved for a time. The new king even named the local elder to his personal court, a scandal amongst the humans, but a sign of new hope for the elves. Shiani continued to be an outspoken member of the alienist community, and in time became the new elder. The outspokenness earned her frequent trouble, but served her people well. Archdemon remained in Denham for some time, acting as the Chancellor and Chief Advisor to King Alistair. Tegan ruled over Redcliffe in his stead, and was surprised to find himself well loved by the villagers, who were still grateful for the nights he spent defending their lives. In time, Eamon advocated, whatever, in favor of his brother, an event the locals greeted with approval and enthusiasm. The Daedalus elves prospered after the siege of Archdemon, having earned much respect for their part in the battle. For once, humans' lands welcomed the wandering folk. The new keeper, Lania, was respected both amongst the Daedalus as well as the Felden court. She was a voice of reason, and other Daedalus clans would turn to her to help resolve disputes with human folk. In time, many of the Daedalus clans moved to the new land provided for them in the south near Ostagar, wary of their human neighbors. However, tensions soon rose again, and only keeper Lania leadership kept peace alive. And Ozma, King Balin, Pink Balin, quickly proved himself a reformer. Trade with the surface lands increased, and caste restrictions were loosened. The casteless were permitted to take arms against the Darkspawn in exchange for new freedoms. For the first time in generations, the line in the deep roads was pushed back, and a few things were reclaimed. Balin's reforms quickly found him enemies within the warrior and noble case. However, after several assassination attempts, the assembly was dissolved. The king then ruled alone, and some said as a tyrant, others said as a visionary determined to drag Ozma into the modern world. The dwarven mage Dagna ultimately completed her studies at the rebuilt Circle of Magi on the surface. Eventually, she published a comprehensive theory of how lyrium vapors relate to the supply of magic. It gained a great deal of attention. This inspired mages from other parts of Theodos to establish a new Circle of Magi in Ozma itself, one that had readily access to dwarven lyrium and lies outside the Chantry's power completely. The willingness of Ozma to harbor apostates sparkled outrage that began whispers that the divine was contemplating a new exalted march. Although the Anvil of Void was destroyed, rumors about this location crept into Ozma years later thanks to the defeat of the Darkspawn on the surface. A few determined smiths managed to locate the Anvil's remains. They examined the ruins of the Anvil, and upon returning to Ozma with their findings, convinced the Shaper to attempt to recreate Caridin's research. A new golem was created, bound with the spirit taken from the Fade. The golem immediately went insane, killing several Shapers before it was destroyed. The research was branded excessively dangerous and sealed away. Whispers of its existence circulated throughout Ozma, however, and demand among the Smith case to be opened. Caridin's research refused to abate. As good as her word, Morgan disappeared once the Archdemon was slain. Someone of Morgan's description was seen traveling alone months later, heading west through the Farther Mountain, and she may even have been with child. There was no word of her after that, with Fleming dead, or at least gone. The chances of tracking her down were slim indeed. One cannot help but wonder, however, what became of her child. What were Morgan's plans? These questions must remain a mystery for now. The champions who had traveled with Danny eventually scattered to the four winds, drawn either by personal duty or by the call to further adventure. The hero remained in Venom, a celebrity amongst the commoners and a fixture at court, at least for a time. As the blighted lands began to heal, the Great Warden slowly rebuilt the order in Amaranthine. They discovered that the fight against the Darkspawn was not yet complete, although the Horde was routed and had dissolved upon the Archdemon's death. Many of the more powerful Darkspawn survived to organize roving war bands that preyed both upon the land and upon each other. These war bands spread havoc and some even journeyed west into LA. Across the shining sea by the deep roads, they proved incredibly difficult to wipe out. But these are tales yet to be told. The tale ended when Danny, yes, sank his blade into the Archdemon head and destroyed it forever. It was not the last time Felden. It was not the last that Felden would hear of him, however. What? Oh, that's it. So, I hope you enjoyed this series. I don't know if I'm going to end it now or if I'm going to continue playing because there is the DLC. But I don't know if I'm going to end it and not go to DLC or do DLC. I'm still deciding. So, as of right now, though, it's the end. So, I hope everyone enjoyed. I'm going to see if I can skip this. Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next series. Maybe I will see you all next time. I want to say that. So, goodbye for now.